Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of the Wayward Lasses All the Things podcast. I'm your host today, Brittany, joined by my wonderful co-host, my sister Courtney.
Hello, sister.
And our mother, Amy.
Hi, guys.
Okay, before we hop into today's episode, which is going to be a catch-up day, Mom's got some trivia for us that she's already been giggling about. So, Mother, would you like to carry it away with trivia?
Sure. This is called
Tea time.
Easy Music Trivia
Just talked to Justin
Questions.
the whole time.
Right.
So easy that I'm not even giving you choices to choose from.
Good. Fine.
All right. Whose 2013 world tour was called The Mrs. Carter Show?
Mrs. Carter Show. Oh, Beyonce.
Yes.
You look like you were
Yes.
frozen for a minute. You were like,
Which type of wood did the Beatles sing about?
Mahogany.
rich.
Right, you won't get this.
Rich mahogany.
Norwegian. I don't know where that was.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. I don't know. The
Norwegian
Beatles.
song.
Come on.
Sorry.
Norwegian. Oh, look at that. All right. Who had a hit in the 1970s with his song Piano Man?
Billy Joel.
For sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Who rose to fame with the hit song I Kissed a Girl?
Katy Perry.
How is singer-songwriter Robert Zimmerman better known?
As
Hans.
he writes Broadway shows. Oh, his
In other
name?
words, real
Hans.
name. Or what's his known name?
Hans Zimmerman.
No. No.
I have no idea.
Bob Dylan.
What?
His last name is Zimmerman.
Bob Dylan's real name
Poor
is
guy.
Robert Zimmerman.
Oh,
Poor guy.
okay.
Which rock band had a #1 hit song with Don't Stop Believin' in
Journey.
1981?
Should I give you a chance, Courtney?
No, it's fine. You good?
It's fine.
It's all good.
Still processing the question.
I think there's 10 here, so we're on number 7. Which pop superstar debuted his signature moonwalk dance in 1983?
Michael Jackson.
There must be a delay. Courtney's a little slow.
Slow today. My stomach is still digesting. Slows everything down.
Number 8. Lyricist Bernie Taupin has collaborated on more than 30 albums with which English singer, songwriter, pianist?
Elton John.
Alicia Keys.
British. She's from the Bronx.
Oh, she said British? Oh, yeah. Go for Elton John.
English. I said English, but yes,
Sorry.
Elton John is correct.
So sorry, Elton.
All right, 2 more, guys.
Elton.
Which American singer, known as the Queen of Pop,
Madonna.
began their 11th concert tour called
Britney Spears.
Madam X Tour in 2019?
Who'd you say, Courtney?
Was it Madonna? Is she the Queen of Pop?
Oh, I'm going to say probably Madonna, but what was the name of the tour again?
Madam X Tour.
Christina Aguilera.
Courtney was right.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Very good, very good. Last one. Which singer-songwriter whose hits include Born to Run and Glory Days boasts the nickname The Boss?
What? What was the question?
Which singer-songwriter whose hits include Born to Run and Glory Days boasts the nickname The Boss?
I don't know.
Who wrote Born in the USA?
Born in the USA.
Bruce Springsteen?
That's it.
Oh.
So his nickname is the Boss? Is that what the...
His nickname is The Boss.
Who
Correct.
calls him that?
Huh?
Boss. Say boss man.
All
Yeah,
right.
boss man.
All right. Not as
That
fun
was
as,
good,
you
Mom.
know.
No, that
That was
was
good.
fun.
It was very good.
That was good.
Good job. Very
Doing
good.
better.
You're doing better. Did you switch to an accent?
Yes, I did. I felt so left out.
Maybe you lost it.
I know I lost it.
It's gone. It's gone.
Ish.
All right, let's get started with today's episode, yeah? Oh, I
Okay.
switched at the end there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Canadian's good.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Okay. So today's episode, we're going to be doing a bit of a catch up, and we're going to be letting you know what's been going on in our lives. And that's pretty much about it. So we've missed you guys, and we love to hear from all of you. If you'd love to let us know what you've been up to, for sure, let us know. But would anybody like to start with what's new in their lives?
I think you should. You've got some awesome news.
Yes, we got a closing date. We had a orientation date, and now we have a closing date, which is the very next week, which is very exciting. So he said we can pretty much move in that day. But the sad news is, I was speaking with the vendor, and she said they'll need a couple weeks of processing once the home is complete
Why?
in order to get the appraisal done.
I never heard of that.
Doesn't
Me
sound
either.
right.
Maybe it's because of different state. She said, we're not able to have an appraisal done until the home is complete and we'll need at least a couple weeks for processing until closing once received.
Until closing. They can't close until it's appraised. So that means you're
Dumb.
closing.
Yeah, so the-
move. Right?
Well, so that means we're not going to move in on the 17th.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay.
that's crappy.
You let us
But-
know when you need us.
Yes, the house is way ahead of schedule. They originally told us December. We're getting in there probably by the end of October, so this is very exciting for us. We are ready.
Excellent news.
Yay.
Excellent. Anybody else want to share?
Excellent news. So I joined a mom group this week
Oh.
with the church, and I always feel like it's good to get connected with other moms, but I don't know if I miss that. They're all very, very sweet ladies, all of them very sweet. Had good
Are they all
conversation.
Southern?
I don't know if I missed I don't think I did. I don't think there was an age limit, but all of them had baby except one. All of them had babies because it's a stroller walk. So we go to the different parks in the area and push the kids in the strollers. And Kai still likes to sit in the stroller, so I was like, oh, that'd be cool for him, and then we can go to the playground after. But they're pushing their kids in strollers because their kids don't walk because they're 5 months old, 5 weeks old, like babies. And I was like,
I could babysit.
But there was one woman there who had a 3-year-old just turned 3, so Kai was still the bigger one there, but it's cool.
That sounds fun. Did you do that today?
Yesterday. So supposed to go every Monday.
How are you with go ahead.
No, I was thinking it's every Monday.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Every Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if it's working from home or what, but I'm so less social now, and I probably would not do that because I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, I don't really have any friends here, so
No, it's true.
trying to kind of branch out, it is very uncomfortable, and it's always awkward when you first meet people because it's not like you're choosing. It's weird because in a group like this is a group that was put together. Hey, any mom's interested in doing this, so everybody came together. It wasn't like and that's a weird thing to say. It was like we chose each other. You know what I mean?
I choose you.
Yeah. So, Mom, you're bouncing. Are you bouncing because you have something to say?
She has something to say.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
I was making a comment and you weren't acknowledging.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So I thought
was your
I
comment?
lost or dropped out. I don't remember the comment is. I was so
Finish my thought. It is
Sorry.
awkward, socially awkward, because you're put in a situation and you're just like, hi, so this is me, and this is my life, and who are you? And then you're like, if you mesh, great, but if you don't, then it's like,
You're just like, nice to meet you.
So, but first meetings are always a bit awkward, so.
Mm-hmm.
So was that your first meeting? I'm sorry, I might have missed that.
Yep.
That was
We'll see how next week goes. But I just.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I feel bad though because there isn't really anybody to play with Kai, so it might not be. I was hoping there would be older kids for him, but there's
Mhm.
not, so
Did he enjoy it the first time?
Well, he enjoyed it because I left the mom group and pushed him on the swings. After a while, they kept walking, and me and one other woman stayed behind, and so. But it was good. It wasn't bad. Anyway.
Well, yeah, good for you. That takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Getting out of your comfort zone, making new friends. Proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Mother, did you figure out your comment?
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I did
Would you-
notice, like, on Zencaster, they changed their GUI, right? So usually under our names, you would see the little bar with the volume sound.
I still have that.
I don't have it. Do you have it, Court?
Yeah. Something's going
What?
on with you today. Did you call it a GUI?
Yeah.
GUI.
Like it's gooey?
Like the audio track?
The graphical user interface?
Oh my
GUI?
goodness in heaven. Really?
Sorry.
Gooey. I
Sorry.
thought you'd be like, oh, it's... Oh, forget it.
Little guy. Little guy.
I don't have it. All right, never mind.
I hope that means that none of your stuff is recording.
No, I can see her bars moving when she talks.
Well, we'll see what happens at the end.
Download, Mom. Down.
Here we go.
So
All right, Mother, do you have something to share with the group?
Very, very small, but very, very big. You guys know that I have been struggling with a knee issue, and I had been laying off going to the gym for probably about a month. So I had gone to the orthopedic surgeon. He sent me for an MRI. And then a few days later, he had me come into the office to give me the results. I do have a tear in my meniscus, but he felt that surgery would be too aggressive. So he had given me a steroid shot and this cool knee brace that I wear. So I have to wear it whenever I'm vertical. I have to wear it when I'm sitting. And I have to say it's done the trick so far. So I'm very glad that I don't need surgery. But let's see how long this lasts. So
what do you just have to take it easy?
No, he says there's no limitation whatsoever. The thing is that, if I know that something's going to cause me pain, it's just, okay, it's going to cause you pain. And do you want to do that activity type of thing? So I can regulate if I want to do something or not. There's no limitation.
Okay.
So,
is there a risk of tearing it more? Is that possible?
Probably. It was such a very minor tear, so much so that the radiologist and him disagreed that there wasn't a tear there. But he brought me in to see the pictures, and they have like a 360 view. And he's like, okay, it doesn't look like this one here. And he shifted the photo a little bit, and you could see it's weird because I wouldn't have known that that's a tear. It just looks like a little like line. I would never have known that.
Isn't it crazy that little line, though, is causing you so much pain?
Yeah.
It's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't walk.
It's
crazy.
so crazy.
I Googled this because I don't necessarily know where the meniscus is. But there's a lateral and a medial meniscus. Do you know which one it's on?
It was the medial.
So is that on the outside of your knee? Okay, so it's like the little cushion between the two bones on the outside.
Exactly.
Quick question. Though.
I'm just looking at pictures.
Did you have to go somewhere else to get
the
MRI, or he has everything there? Just curious for my own purposes.
So I went to the office up in Wakefield, and they have it's literally a trailer. I guess because it's equipment that they don't purchase, so they kind of do a third party, have somebody come in or not have somebody come in, but they have their equipment on premise. So you basically leave their building, walk over, have the MRI, and get you set up for next appointment.
Off the podcast, because I just can't be going from place to place to place with Kai, so I may have to rethink things if that's the case.
What you do, so not to take up
to
much
that
of this, is that you'll have your appointment, tell him what it is. He will send you on a separate day to have the MRI.
Yeah. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Did he tell you if it's an oblique tear, a radial tear, or a longitudinal tear?
I believe it is a radial tear.
Okay. Ugh. I just don't like these pictures. It makes me uneasy.
Well, we're
And they're literally
glad.
just drawings. It's cartoons.
No,
Too
glad
bad you
that you
can't
don't
like
have to
stick
have
it up on the
surgery, though,
screen.
Ma.
I'm very
Yes.
happy because usually when I go to the doctor, I have waited last minute, and it's like my last hope. And usually it's surgery, and this he surprised me.
So good.
That's awesome. And the muscle will just heal itself, I guess.
It's not necessarily that it'll heal. I just have to, not do anything that would
Make it
cause
worse.
it to tear more.
But, yeah.
Wear and tear is going to happen, that it'll eventually tear even more, but it is ever so slight. And like Courtney said, it's so amazing that something so small could cause you that much pain.
Yeah.
So eventually it would get bigger, but right now it's not like it can
So
mend itself.
it won't heal.
Mm-mm.
You just get used to the pain.
There's no pain because I got a steroid shot.
But that doesn't last forever.
Oh, shh.
Okay, sorry. I'm like worried now. My knees pop all the time.
Runs in the family. You should get your knees
Yeah.
checked.
Great. Groovy.
Sorry.
So what else? What else do you guys got going on?
Well, something that we all share.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, something that we all share is we all started a thing this week. I feel like I relate more with Courtney on this because we are on the same diet and we're doing the same workout plan. So we're doing fighter diet, I guess 7, and there's 2 different meal plans. She's doing meal plan 2. I'm doing meal plan 1. We can go into a little bit more of that. And then we're also doing the Iron series for Caroline Geared Fun again. So this is fun to do the workouts again. I'll say for myself, when I first started Iron, I only had 15-pound weights. Halfway through, I got 25, nice. And then this weekend I bought 35. So I did day 1, which was leg day, and the most weight I had was 15, and now I'm redoing it with 35s, and it is a tough. She is jacked. Like, she's so strong. She's so strong. So that's fun to see how far I've come when it comes to the amount of weights that I can use. And I'm excited because when I first started dieting and exercising back in January, when I did the low-calorie diet, was doing 1,200 calories, I lost like 20 pounds in 2 months. And then I started I've been working out consistently since January, but I stopped really doing that diet probably around end of April, May, and I haven't really been dieting, and I have not seen any weight loss or anything like that. So I'm excited to be working out again with a diet and to see how that shapes the results.
Well, good for you. That's a small victory to well, not even small. It's a big victory to say that you increased
big victory.
Weight.
Yes.
That's huge. My goal is to eventually do the same workout she does with the same weights she's doing, and only taking the breaks when she's taking them.
Yes.
Well, what does she share with y'all what the weights that she uses?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I'm only going to go by 5. So, like, for example, she does it in kilograms. So I think it's a 10 kilogram weight, and it's actually 22 pounds, and I have 25. Right. So if I can ever work up to that, I'll be lifting heavier than her. Whereas when I'm using the 35s, it's 15 kilograms. So it's probably like 37 pounds. And I have 35. So, yeah, it's good. It's good workouts.
Yeah, but let's talk about the food. Mom's doing
vegan. My God.
Right, Ma?
What's that?
You're doing the vegan diet.
I'm doing the vegan diet.
Did you enter the competition?
I did.
Oh, tell us about it.
Actually, it's the diet that I'm doing is the sculpted vegan, and it is by an Irish woman, Kim Constable, who she's vegan, and she was a bodybuilder, and she realized that there really wasn't a diet out there for vegans. So everything, how she got her results, if you guys Google what she looks like, all that is being on a vegan diet. Kim Constable. She's a mother of 4, 38 years old. So with her diet, obviously it's all vegan. why I went vegan, because I saw this thing pop up on Facebook that looked like an interesting challenge. And I decided that she gave everyone the vegan diet, meaning she had all the meals, what you should be eating, the shopping list, et cetera, et cetera. However, you don't need to stick to the vegan diet. She gives you the option to do a meat diet. You just need to meet these macros with regards to your protein, your carbs, and your fat. So it's day 2 for me. The food is interesting. I think what I'm struggling, even though it's day 2 right now, is I don't necessarily know how to spice things, because I'm just learning how to cook like tofu using what is it called? Vital wheat protein. Vital wheat gluten.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Beetle.
Vital wheat gluten. It's like flour, but it's very stringy when it's mixed with tofu. So I don't know yet how to add the spices. So I had chicken tender today. It was very chewy. I let Uncle and Mama taste it, and Uncle called it chicken bubblegum, because that's what it tasted like.
Oh, we're gonna have to again. We'll have to talk more, but
Was it sweet?
No, tastes like chicken.
Oh.
I can help you with that because I was vegan for a bit, and I was actually
good.
plant. They call it. Oh, what did Vanessa say? I wasn't 100% vegan. I was plant strong, which means like I was
Okay.
mostly eating vegan. And there's ways that you can prepare tofu, but be careful with tofu because I think I told you this. If I have too much tofu in a short amount of time, I'll have reactions, and you and I are the same, like with the way we react to certain things.
Yeah.
So be careful. Like,
Well, there's soy in it, right?
yeah. So if you have too much,
and I can't do soy.
Yeah, tofu is soybean. That's what it is. It's a processed
Yeah.
soybean. But yeah, we could help you out with
So, by the way, just quick question, not to spend all time chatting about it. Is that the only source of protein, is tofu?
in vegan
Besides
eating?
protein shakes? Yeah.
No.
For protein?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I think you covered it in your blog too, like you've got beans and nuts and things like that. But it's a big source. You have pea
The tofu is a big source. That's the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's where I got my biggest hit today.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely is. But I would do I like lived on chickpeas because you could do a lot with chickpeas. So yeah, beans, lentils.
Okay.
Lentils are good. Lots and lots and lots of leafy greens to the point where you get sick of them. But I just would mix them in my shake. I'd blend them in a shake. So,
get your greens.
But it's hard because I would love to actually maybe one day we could get Rach on here because she's not necessarily a bodybuilder, but she was on a strict vegan diet for years and actually came off of it because she felt she couldn't properly support her physique and what her training only on vegan. So she's still mostly plant strong, but she has introduced like chicken and certain meats back into her diet to support her long-term goals.
That's interesting.
So
you should ask her to come on the podcast.
Yeah, I will. I'll talk to her. I'm going to see her in a couple weeks, so I'll talk to her about it.
Nice.
I think she knows I have a podcast.
Right.
By the way, we
surprise!
have this one
by the way, would you like
his
to be on our
name's
show?
Preston, and he's awesome. And you should be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good though. But with ours, with what Brittany and I are doing, I think I don't know if I even asked you this, but it's the volume of food. It's not even the type of food. It's the amount of food. Is your diet?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Isn't the calories like 2,000 calories?
No, it's only between 15 and 1,800 calories. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Really?
But again, like greens don't. A lot of veggies aren't high in calories. So you're eating this huge
so you gotta eat a lot.
thing of whatever veggies, and it's like half the calories it would be if you were eating a huge bowl of whatever pasta or I don't know other things.
Yeah.
So that's the problem I'm having is the amount of food. Right now, I can get through breakfast and lunch no problem. But I'm hungry, like, afterwards. Like, this weird thing happened to me today where it was, like, a half hour after I finished my lunch. Like, I had, like, hunger.
You were hungry.
Like, I was hungry. And I was like, what is happening? But the dinner I can't do. I don't know what your dinner is, Brittany. What was your dinner?
Still on my plate. My dinner is chicken and spinach stuffed eggplant. So that's really nice. But it's like, so for example, it says 60 grams of an eggplant.
Mhm.
And the one eggplant itself was like almost 800 grams. So obviously I split it in half, but then I was like, how much smaller? So I'm definitely eating over when it comes to the eggplant, for sure. And I'm not, are you like following everything specifically to grams?
I am, but that was the thing. So I literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I cleaned out Lowe's with their zucchini. So I went over the weekend because I was like, that's the only problem I don't like with this diet. So she gives you everything in grams, and then her shopping list. Oh, great, you get a shopping list. It's excellent, but it's also in grams. So I'm like, can you just tell me how many peppers I need? Like,
Right. That's why I was asking you. I was like,
you know, and
how many did you
like,
get?
well, peppers are all different sizes. I'm like, no, I know, I understand, but like an average, like in parentheses, I used 4 medium-sized peppers, so I have like an idea.
Yeah.
Because like I went
Yeah.
and I got like 8 zucchini, 4 peppers, whatever, and I was doing meal prep. I can't do meal prep for a full week because I don't have enough room in my fridge. So I was just gonna do it for 3 days because David's doing it with me, and then I'll go shopping again midweek and do the next whatever few days.
Yeah.
And so day one, I think I bought like 7 or 8 zucchini, like I said, and 4 peppers. The zucchini was enough for one meal for him and I.
Oh,
and it was short. I gave myself more. So, because it was 700 grams of zucchini meat each.
Oh my God, 700 grams. See, this must be a typo because for your lunch it says 700 grams of zucchini, whereas 60 grams of eggplant for me.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, maybe it's
this is also the same one where she said use Greek yogurt, but in the directions it says use cottage cheese.
Yeah. So
700 grams of zucchini. Jesus.
So I went, like I said, I got 8 the day before yesterday, and it only made enough for one lunch for me and David. So 2 lunches technically, but 1 lunch for each of us. So I went back today, and I just took all the zucchini they had. And I used it to make this lunch again today, and now I have just enough for tomorrow. So it's like,
oh my gosh,
does Costco sell zucchini wholesale? Because I think that's the only way this is gonna work. Or I'm gonna have to start my own zucchini garden because I mean it's a lot. And the peppers I used, like 6 peppers.
Wow.
Just for meal prep.
I definitely think there might be something wrong with this because, like, for example, there's something else. Like in one of your, I think it's your dinners, and it says like 360 grams of egg whites or egg yolks. Let me look at it. That's a lot, first of all.
So I should have taken a picture. I had to make a quiche. Now I hate quiche. I just something about like I have a love-hate relationship with eggs. But
364 grams of egg whites.
That's what I did. 364 grams.
I know that's a lot, but like for my breakfast, the most I have is 90 grams.
But also, with breakfast, you're having protein powder.
I'm not doing that anymore.
No, but you should have a shake on the side.
That was awful.
I told you. Never, anybody listening, if you're going to live, like, listen, if you're training for something specific and this is like a 1, 2, 5 week thing, do whatever you got to do. But if you're trying, because we're trying to change a lifestyle. Like, yes, I want to lose weight, but I want to learn how to eat properly. I don't plan on stopping training. I would like to lift heavier as time goes on. And from what I've read and the research I've done, what people have told me is that I'm not eating enough to support the weight gain that I want. I have to gain weight to build muscle. And even then, even if you're not trying to gain weight, that you guys aren't trying to necessarily gain weight, you still need to eat a certain amount of calories to support your body. So I want this to be long term. I want to learn how to properly eat so that eventually I don't have to follow this diet. I could just know I can, I should, this is how much. But it is so much. And sorry, the point I was trying to make was that anybody who's doing this long term, never, ever, 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 ever mix protein powder in your food.
Here's the problem with mine.
It's terrible.
I think we shared this protein before because we were taking pictures of the ones that we had, but it's like an organic protein, but it also has greens in it. I forgot. So like my breakfast, the reason why I picked my diet is because breakfast every day is red velvet pancakes. I was like, oh my God, that sounds so good. It is not. My stuff looks nothing like hers. Hers looks like brownies with like, I don't know, icing on top. And the first day, there was literally no flavor. It was terrible. And then last night, I prepped for 2 days of breakfast, and Alex described it as sweet burgers without the fun. They were like hard and chewy. My lunch is really good. And dinner is an exorbitant amount of food. And then dessert is the cacao orange balls, which looks super good right here on the picture. But once again, I forgot, and I put the protein powder in it. So I know that these suckers are not going to taste good. They're not.
Yeah.
But we're going to hope and pray.
So my food is oat bran. I really love oat bran. I like oatmeal. So it's like hot cereal. So it's delicious. So I can get through the breakfast, no problem. Ma, I don't know what you and I ate before, but I think it's because we put the protein powder in it that it was too hard to eat. Because if I just make the oat bran regular and throw like the cinnamon and chia seeds and whatever in there, and then I have a shake after, it's not hard to eat, not hard to finish. The lunch is zucchini, a bunch of veggies, and some chicken. But see, like what I did was I don't have time. Like it tells you scoop out all the seeds of the zucchini, steam the zucchini for 15 minutes. I don't have that kind of time. So I just chopped everything up and like stir fried it, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But for the dinner, it's like quiche, and the directions say to make it in a cast iron skillet so that after you saute stuff, you can just stick it in the oven for whatever 15 minutes.
Right.
I don't love quiche. I'll eat it, but I don't love it. I love it even less when it's made with egg whites, because then it's just like you're biting into I don't even know. I can't describe it, but it was horrible. So I ate 3/4 of it, and I had like a quarter left, and I just couldn't. I was down there, and I was like trying to boost Bach trotter it, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, I couldn't do it. But then
here's my dinner. I still have it.
Wow.
2 hours later.
For the dessert, though, you know what I did? You're right. There's probably a typo because I measured the amount. It was Jell-O, so you mix Jell-O with like your collagen powder.
Yeah.
And it ends up being like little Jell-O collagen. So simple, easy, but
so simple.
So I decided I'm gonna make a big amount so I can make it for like the full 6 days. So I did it, and Davi takes it out, and he's like, "This is very watery." I was like, "Is it?" He's like, "This is not going to be Jell-O." And I was like, "I don't know what happened." He's like, "Add another packet of Jell-O in there." So I did. So I had another packet of Jell-O. It's still not water. It's still watery. So you know what I did? I put it in my ice cream maker. And I just poured it in there, and I put the ice cream maker on, and it turned it into like Italian ice.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
So actually,
there might be a typo for sure.
Yeah, it's just way too much water. It was like, it was in there for like a day and a half. It didn't hard at all.
Oh my gosh. I just read through your, I'm sorry we're talking about this so much, but I just read through your lunches and you have cheese in your lunch and dinner. I have no cheese in my diet at all, and I love cheese.
Yeah,
I have no cheese.
Well, you didn't read through the diets to pick the correct one.
I looked at the pictures like I always do. I'm not a fan much of Jell-O. I'd rather have cacao fudge balls over Jell-O. Cacao. And I would, I just red velvet pancakes really. It was better looking to me than the chai oat brown. So I don't know. We're day 2, guys.
Yeah, we're time.
Well, you know what? All I have to say is for people who are listening to us right now, they're like, we're not going on those diets.
Wait, though, disclaimer. What is the woman's name? What's her last name? It's Pauline. What's her last name?
Pauline Norden.
Okay, Pauline Norden is jacked. And she, from what I have, don't know her personally, but this program looks jacked. However, let's give a little disclaimer if anybody's listening who wants to do this. This is a full program, and we're not doing the program. We literally, Mom did this a bit ago, and she had the recipe. So we're following recipes, but if you actually join Pauline's program, she has like live coaching for you, Facebook community where you bounce things off of people like this recipe didn't work, help. She'll even do like one-on-one calls, she says, like with like you can have a call like with a specific coach because they want to see you succeed. So they don't want to like make this an absolutely horrible thing. We are taking things completely like out of context of the program. We're trying to make this because we were good with our exercise program. And we are kind of encouraging each other, so we didn't feel the need to like join the Facebook community and all that. So we just really, the missing piece for all three of us has always been our diet. So we're trying something new for us. It's an increase in calories and it's a different way of eating. So we're trying it out that way, and we're just not having much success with the recipes. It's all.
It's just day 2.
Yeah. Also, she does provide workouts for it as well. So, like Courtney said, it is a full-blown program. And I'm sure, just like you guys were saying earlier, it's more of a how much of this should I be eating and what can I substitute instead? Because I've already learned a lot. Like, for example, doing the vegetables of having, like, I would never, ever eat cabbage, like, for fun. Like, hey, let's have cabbage for dinner. But like my lunch is a ton of cabbage, celery, and red bell peppers with a chicken patty on top, and I think it's delicious. And the seasoning that she has for it, like, it's absolutely delicious. I never would have guessed or chosen to pick those things, but I'm able to eat a ton of food. I'm full for longer. I'm not always wanting to be snacking or things like that. So I get full. I stay full for longer. It tastes good. There's just, I think, for a couple of us having issues with a couple of things.
Again, we have to figure out what works for you. So I have to figure out dinner. Like, I figured out my breakfast and lunch. I got to figure out how to fix dinner. Brittany, you got to figure out how to fix your breakfast.
Man. And I told you, I already made 2 days of it, so we have to eat it again tomorrow.
I like it.
You didn't do anything. Let me look at the recipe. Maybe I can help you tweak it.
So something I did, I'm sorry, we can cut off, but I'll try to be quick. But like, so day 1, you're supposed to fold in the egg whites, right? And the next morning we had it ready and it was like this fluffy batter. And then, so last night I was like, maybe I should save the egg whites to do it in the morning, so it's fresh. So I had the batter done and I did the egg whites in the morning. But when I tried to fold it in, it was so hard. I had to sit it in hot water to like kind of mushed up a little bit. And then when I added in the egg whites, it was nothing compared to the consistency it was yesterday. So I just added like 4 more egg whites. I was like, I don't know if this is right. Let's just turned out they literally look like, and they taste like burger patties. But the flavor is much better this time. I added in the stevia. It's actually keto sugar. So there's no sugar in it. There's no carbs. There's nothing in it. So I just like put a bunch in there.
And does she let you use like maple syrup as a
It
topping?
doesn't say that, but it says stevia to taste.
Okay.
So
interesting. Okay.
Put a bunch of stuff in there.
Well, how about you? Is there anything frustrating other than the tofu about like how you?
No, I mean, yesterday I had. Did I show you guys the picture of it? I put it in the Facebook group. It was a Facebook group. It took me like an hour and 40 minutes to finish it. And I posted it and I'm like, guys, this took me an hour and 40 minutes to eat the tofu, it was a bag of broccoli and like 150 grams of quinoa. I don't like broccoli. I don't know. It just doesn't agree with my stomach. I have like intestinal pain.
Switch it out for cauliflower.
So I'll do that. But for me, I think it's really just the spicing. If I can get the spices right, then I'll be fine.
For vegan cooking, I'm telling you, is if you like Indian food, use Indian spices.
I love Indian.
Go buy yourself. Even like Harris Teeter sells a ready-made curry spice. You don't even have to mix up the spices. You can just buy a curry.
Okay.
And put it on.
I do. I love Indian, so I'm for that. I mean, it's day 2, so I made it through. I usually fall into my pattern of if I can't get the protein in, I'll have a protein shake, and I'm trying not to do that and utilize the food that she tells me to use. So quinoa's fine. I don't even have a problem with the tofu. Vegetables are fine. Those chicken tenders, man, you got chicken bubblegum.
Chicken bubblegum. Are you guys still counting your macros and everything and keeping track of everything?
No,
for this I am.
Well, I'm not because I'm following her diet.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna add it or take away anything. So, but I'm gonna.
So for me, it's 1,700 calories, 40 grams of protein, 30 carb, 30 fat.
Okay.
So that's like, so for example, for my dinner, right, when I was explaining to you yesterday, it does not mention chicken, period, until like the very last line, like even in the ingredients. So it doesn't even tell you how much. At the end, it says top with pre-cooked chicken breast. And that was like the last step. And I was like, oh my God, we have no chicken ready. Like it wasn't even in the directions. It wasn't in the ingredients. So like even for this one, it says top with pre-cooked chicken. How many grams of chicken am I supposed to be putting on this? So I am following the diet and this is all we've been eating, but I'm not necessarily like I said, it said 60 grams of eggplant, but I'm definitely eating like probably 400 grams of an eggplant because of the size of it. And so I don't know.
I don't know.
But is it 60? Should it be 60? Whereas yours is like 700 grams of zucchini and mine's only 60? There's no way.
I don't know. We could Google it, but I know it has to do with the amount of calories in each vegetable.
There's like there's 20 calories in an eggplant.
So then, yeah, it's probably 600, not 60. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60
we'll work
is
on
like a slice of eggplant.
It's like the leaves on top.
Yeah.
Cut off the top. And her picture is it 2 halves of an eggplant.
It's gotta be long.
Yeah. So, all right. We've talked about this enough. Do you guys have anything else you want to share for your update and check-in?
Actually, the workout that goes along, you guys are doing the Caroline Girvan, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many days a week do you do it?
5.
It's 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So with the sculpted vegan diet, it is 5 days of working out, but every day you have to do 60 minutes of what's called LISS, low intensity, steady state cardio. It's cycling, brisk walk, elliptical, treadmill, anything like that, swimming. 60 minutes. So I think for me, that's like killer because it's today I went to the gym at like 6 in the morning, 6:15. I did 50 minutes of workout and then I was on the elliptical for an hour.
Oh my God.
It's 7 days a week because she wants you to do for your heart, for your burning calories. A good way to do it is, like I said, the low intensity, steady state cardio. So she has you doing that 7 days a week. So 5 days a week, you're working out in the gym. The 6th day, you're doing a 30-minute Tabata. And then on the 7th day, you're not doing a workout or Tabata. You're just doing your 60-minute LISS.
Wow.
So I think that's the killer for me. Because it's like, I got to go out there and walk, or I got to do an elliptical, or I got to. But I'm going to stick with this. Because you guys are sticking with that, I want to do my part and stick with this and then see where this goes.
See where it takes us. That's a lot. I think one of the reasons why I like Caroline's, at least the Iron program, is it's a 30-minute workout. And I really, if I could get back into my swing of things of getting up early and doing all of my stuff before work again, which I haven't been, I'm sure that I could, do a longer workout or work out in the morning and then use my lunch break to do the 60 minutes of whatever. But I like that it's...
Disclaimer there, though. Just a disclaimer, the workout that I'm doing is to get you bodybuilding ready.
True.
So that's the difference. So go ahead.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I like the 30-minute workouts, and I feel I'm sweaty after each one. I feel like I'm getting better each time. So I like the slot of the 30 minutes, and I kind of work it into my lunch breaks. That's all I have. So I think if for anybody who's not going into the sculpting world and you need like a 30-minute workout that will kick your butt and build muscle, definitely check out Caroline.
Yeah. She's got great workouts.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see your results, Mom. I was looking at some pictures while you were talking. These chicks are jacked.
I want to get there. I have to finally meld the two together. I've always said that I was weak on nutrition, and of all things that I picked to do a diet with is vegan. So I know this is going to sound morbid, but it's like the way that I'm trying to get past this and stick with it is a doctor's told me if I don't do this, I'm going to die at the end. So you better make sure that you do this.
That's a good way, a good motivator. If I don't do this, I'm going to die.
Okay.
I like it.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to share?
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed today's podcast and us checking in with you guys. As always, if there is something that you want to hear from us or a topic you'd love to hear, email us at waywardlasses@gmail.com. If you're not following us on Instagram, which is at wayward_lasses, is it? Yeah. At Wayward_Lasses. Follow us on Instagram. Come on. We have a Facebook community page, also called Wayward Lasses. We have a website, www.waywardlasses.com, where Mom's blog is, which is pretty cool. She's updating it every week with some really good stuff. And just like Courtney said earlier, if you want to learn about the vegan diet and how to get on track with it or start it on your own, she made a really good blog post about that. We have a shop. You can also access our podcast on the website and our YouTube channel. And I think that covers about everything. Courtney, would you like to close us out?
Yes, sure. I would love to. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We are the Wayward Lasses. Until next time, we are the Wayward Lasses reminding you, keep it real.
Bye. Ta-ta for now. Thanks
Bye,
for stopping
guys.
by. Adios.